I'm feeling really down at the moment. Really, really down actually. And holy crap, that movie I saw was just nuts. Like so moving, so powerful. The movie was called The Alpinist. The Alpinist. And it followed the story of Marc Andre Leclerc. And I'm drinking tequila, by the way. Tequila and Pepsi because it's all I have. And I needed a drink. Even though this is kind of gross. It's not bad, but not great. But yeah, this video is gonna have some spoilers if you haven't seen The Alpinist. But that movie was so sad. It made me feel like crying for sure because, yeah, it was just really sad when he died. It was really, really sad. Um, and it was like at the end of just getting to like know him through the whole movie and really like respecting him as a person, as a unique individual who was truly unique and did what he wanted to do and basically just only looked for adventure in his life. And then he really did so much like incredible, incredible things that it was just the way they made that movie. You felt like you were with him, like barely hanging on the whole time. Like literally, he was hanging on, and you were just like, your heart was there with him, hoping that he wouldn't fall. And then he does like these incredible feats of like athleticism and strength and technique and fitness, everything, and skill at climbing to like do all this insane climbing up ice waterfalls and up rock and combination to get to like huge mountain summits. He's just hanging off by like almost nothing. And then they just hit you with the fact that he died in like an avalanche coming down a mountain with a friend of his. And it just like, man, I've never felt that sad in a movie in such a long time. I don't know if ever. It was really, really powerful. I felt like crying. I didn't. I was there with my bro, so I didn't cry. But like I was just silent, and he was mostly silent too. But we both really felt that the power in that movie, and I don't see how you can. I don't see how you cannot. Like, I'm not a climber like, at all. I'm like the most amateur that there could be. I tried it like once, and so it gave me just this huge respect for what he was doing, climbing with no ropes and everything. And then I was just like inspired by his story and by his like personality of how he's kind of like withdrawn, he's ADHD, he always just like wants to be by himself on the mountain. Didn't even want to have film crews around most of the time. Like he got sick of it and he just left for a long time to go do his own thing and climb. And then only once he'd climbed by himself, like a route by himself, then he would like answer his phone and tell him like, yeah, I just wanted to do it by myself. I didn't want you guys there because then it's not a solo experience. It's not truly solo. And like, holy cow, there was that one part, and it felt so weird that they included it when I saw it, but then looking back, I see why. He was like halfway up this like crazy mountain, sleeping for the night, and he recorded a video for his girlfriend, and it was like he addressed it like, this is just for you, and he said like some really like personal things, and that's why I felt like I shouldn't be seeing this. It was so personal and like loving, and his like true thoughts to his girlfriend, or I don't know, his partner, I guess. And um, it just felt wrong to be seeing that, and so I was a little bit wondering why they included it, and then I understood why when when they showed that he actually did die in the end, and it was just so sad, and they really did do a good job of like doing him justice, I think, for what he did in his life, because he was young, like 25, I think he died at age 25, and he had basically already done more than any climber has ever done in terms of like insanity, technical skill, not insanity but bravery. But in the end, I guess he could. That's they touched on that. Like I think the one guy in there, Alex Honnold, said uh, whether he died, whether this was before they revealed he died. He said whether you, because a lot of other climbers had fallen and died. He said whether you make it, people will celebrate you, or whether you fall and they'll call you an idiot for trying. He said you're still the same person, you know, and like yeah, he was just an amazing guy. That Marc Andre Leclerc, I believe his name was. Incredible, man. But yeah, it was sad. Rest in peace to that guy. And cheers to all his climbs. But yeah, so I had to touch on that because that really, really moved me for sure. That movie, that documentary. But other than that, back to my life a bit. I've just been, I don't know, doing okay, but today I wasn't doing so well. I felt like weird a bit. Felt like anxious and stuff. The day started out good, but oftentimes I notice that my days will start out good sometimes, and I'll get suspicious of why they're good. And from that point of suspicion, it always kind of goes a little bit worse. But like, it's like I'll catch myself having a good day and then be like, wait a second, uh, what's going on here? And then from that point, it will kind of turn back into a bad day or like another bad day. And today was kind of similar. I was kind of having a good day earlier, but yeah, I was like focused. I was actually somewhat focused, like almost like a normal person in class. And I think Zach texted me, and at that point, it kind of like things kind of like fell apart. But not blaming him, but I don't know. I don't know why my day went bad, or my feeling just kind of turned into like feeling a bit anxious and a bit not well. Ugh. I put like an ounce and a half of tequila in there, and it feels like too much. Tequila is just not my drink. I don't like drinking much, to be honest, but like I'll drink when I feel like I need it because I don't know, sometimes I feel like I just need something. That guy, that climbing guy that died, he said something like that like I have ADHD too, and we're a little similar, and Well, somewhat in some ways not, but well, a lot of ways not, but he said he would like go way too hard into the party scene and try and get way too fucked up, doing like 6 tabs acid or something. I've never been at that point of trying to like lose myself, but he definitely lost himself sort of like in a good way, but a dangerous way in his climbing. Turned out to be fatal, but that sort of feeling of like needing to do something, I think that's kind of an ADHD type of personality for sure. That feeling of like, you know, not able to, just feeling like you have to like, I don't know what it is. It's almost like a void, but not really. I'm not gonna say it's like filling a void because that's more like feels like sounds like like the depression type thing. But ADHD somewhat is like, and like I have that feeling of the void thing too, but that's more on like the depressive side. But I'm trying to describe ADHD. It's more like you just feel like you need to do something and you don't even know what it is. It's similar to anxiety, very similar. Might be connected in some way. I've heard it linked to like trauma or traumatic events. That one made sense too, but I don't know. But yeah, it was a good day, like mostly. Like there were things I'm thankful for, like the food, hanging out with my friend, watching an amazing movie, um, playing StarCraft was fun today. I practiced a build versus Zerg. It's a all-in, it's like an immortal all-in with the zealots, and I failed twice, but I got one guy and he raged so hard. It was funny. It was pretty funny actually. He's like 2010 called. They want their build back. What a what a whiner. Like really, dude. But yeah, the other two Zergs held it, but my build's not super tight yet, and maybe Zergs have figured out how to hold it. But yeah, it was good. I feel like micro is just what I need to work on to. I could have won both those other games, but my micro was bad. Like my prism, I brought my prism too far forward and it died to queens, the first one, and then the second one I didn't hit with everything at the same time. I kind of like brought all my units in and took a bad fight, and it was kind of like over from there. But if I would have done my first warping of zealots and just hit them all at the same time, it would have been good because he had tons of like zerglings. But yeah, I feel like that build has potential for sure. Oh, this drink's terrible. I might pour it out, but yeah, I don't know. Oh, I guess about school, yeah. I'm sort of like hanging in there. I can already feel the sort of lie. This is where the lie that I've told myself in every other year would come in, or in so many other situations. The I'll do it later lie. And it is a lie. And even right now, it's like such a powerful one in my mind. Like it feels like it's truth. But the lie is that I tell myself that I'll do things later and put things off. And it's just because I don't feel well. Like I don't feel focused. I can't focus. I can't sit down. I can't think. I can't read anything. I can't finish anything. And I feel so like negative when I try and do things and put something forward. And so the lie is that I tell myself I'll do it when I feel better, basically. And it just to like give myself time, but it starts that strange like stressed clock where I'm building up stress toward deadlines. And I get into such an extreme stress state when that happens, when I get there. I can already feel it coming, but my hope at the moment is the Adderall that's going to be coming on the 28th, hopefully. So that's not far away. Today's like, let me just quickly check. It's the 14th, so it's got 2 more weeks till that comes. And I'm still waiting for the doctor to know from the psychologist that did the test. But I called them like a couple days ago and left and talked and told them, and they said they'll get back to me. They said 2 to 3 weeks, and it had been 4 when I called, so yeah, they said they get back to me, but yeah, I still have to wait until the doctor anyway, but I hope there's no issues basically with anything toward this, but yeah, just waiting for it. I did get um my magnesium L-threonate in the mail. The magnesium L-threonate is good. I noticed that it improved my sleep, is the biggest thing. And maybe it was the reason why I felt focused today and like I was able to study and be a little bit normal, like close to, before things turned weird, like suspicious and weird when my friend texted me. But the magnesium L-threonate helps me have a deeper sleep for sure. And um and I feel rested, like slightly rested, like not extremely, like I've not been sleeping all night. Um, and that's a really nice feeling to actually wake up and have a little bit of energy, like you feel like a little bit refreshed. I don't get that often. For a long time I haven't got that, but yeah, I don't know. I know there's things that make it my sleep worse for sure, like this isn't a common thing I drink, but alcohol and sugar is a bad combo for sleep for sure. The sugar makes it so you don't fall asleep, and the caffeine in the Pepsi makes it so you don't fall asleep, and I think the caffeine also makes it so you don't get a deep sleep, and the alcohol also makes it so you don't get a deep sleep. But I think I'll be okay because I don't have to do anything until 2:30 tomorrow, I believe, for my lab, so I may be able to sleep a bit longer. But yeah, I started my classes. They're okay. I have a couple like small assignments to and homework to do before next week. And I'm kind of just delaying everything in life right now until I get that or until I feel better. I don't know why, but I feel really terrible at the moment. Like, really terrible. Like something, you know, yeah. A little bit of that wired but tired feeling. Like sleep would probably be the best thing, but I'm like, it's like I have electricity buzzing through me, but my brain is so tired. That's kind of a good way to put it. Even though I did sleep fairly well last night, I don't know. My body could be adjusting to certain things like the mag 3 and 8, but we'll see. And also probably like vaping doesn't help, but I don't know. Let's see, what else can I mention? Um, oh, kind of wanted to talk about, well, I guess relationship or social relationships in general, but my friend Hannah, like talking about, like, there's this girl I talk to and she's 18 and I've always kept it like we're friends, right? But she told me like she was acting weird once and then she said that she kind of like liked me, liked me. And I'm like 8 years older than her and I told her, can we just remain friends? Even though like secretly like I do like her and like everything, but it's almost like I'm afraid and also I know better. because she's much younger. She's also just online. I do like her, but I'm not like, I don't want to like lose her as well. Like we've been talking for like a year or something, so like, yeah, I don't know. Um, but yeah, I could definitely like tell something's up with her lately a bit. Like, I don't know. She's probably just like changing and stuff because like it's a weird time when you're 18. You're like figuring out who you are and you're pushing the boundaries of when you were younger to be something different and experimenting sort of with what you want to say and how you want to act and who you want to be. And I just I feel like kind of uneasy and uncomfortable a bit. Like I feel like that way with a lot of people, but yeah, I don't know. I kind of feel like that with a lot of people. So this is one example, but I do like us to be friends. I like talking to her. And I guess in my mind I have like a fantasy of like marriage and like having a family or something, but that's just like a fantasy and it's not like a serious one. And I've had that fantasy about other people too, but other girls too, but it's just nice to like think about it. I don't know why. Well, I guess normally it's like people want to have a family, so it's like not weird, but oh, I don't know. Things are fine between us though now, but and I look forward. She's one of the few people I look forward to hearing from. Definitely. Even though I've done stuff to be a bit mean and she's done stuff to be a bit mean. And it's somehow in that before it was kind of felt a little childish, like it was in um that space of not wanting to not of wanting to like imitate and also to take from the other person and like a little bit of a power struggle too. And it felt like that way a lot before she told me that she liked me, but I guess that's why she was acting that way. I don't even know, but yeah, I don't know. I'm just really down right now. Really, really down. I feel like a combination of wanting to cry, wanting to like shake, wanting to not really drink, but I'm drinking to try and take that away. Wanting to talk, I guess. Even though I don't really want to talk, but talking is helping at the moment. Like I like talking, but I don't even know what I want to do. I do feel like um inspired. I was trying to think what's the word for like not for jealous, but wanting to do something that someone else has done. Because I'm not jealous because I have like nothing but respect, but like inspired by that guy who just like climbed and everything. It's really cool. That's really, really cool. I was thinking like he found something. Like I've tried so many different things and I've always had the idea of like becoming amazing and a master at one. But as I've gotten older and the clock has ticked, I just felt like more and more kind of like sad and depressed that I haven't done anything. And he just found something that he just did, which was climbing. It was just so amazing and good for him. But it's inspiring, like it's really inspiring. I know I want to do more climbing and it'd be really nice to be more out in nature like that. I like too that he never sought out fame. Like, he never sought to share or anything. And I'm not sure exactly, but he did eventually. There's people started following him around with a camera. And I think it's because they recognized like this was really incredible, his story. And I wonder if he would be around if he today if the fame didn't get mixed in, but who knows? But I really like that he did it for himself, that he climbed for himself and he climbed to experience and be part of the world. And I do think like one of the his friends said it put him at like he was at like a higher consciousness from being in the mountains all the time. And I do think like he would have something different about his nervous system and his life, like his body and his mind, to not be stressed in those insane scenarios of hanging off a mountain all the time. I don't know if adrenaline affected him the same way or not, but it just makes me think that like there was something different about him because of what he did with his life, you know? I really like that. Yeah. But in the end it was his confidence that kind of got him killed, so I don't know. But what's life if you don't live it, right? What's the point of just being alive until you die? Of a natural death if you don't do anything with your time here? If you just do what everyone else does like a robot? Life is about enjoying it. Life is about experiencing being alive and enjoying your time here on Earth and not hurting other people and helping other people. That's what life is about. Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like almost like crying, or I'm not sure, but yeah, I don't know. It's weird. I'm experiencing this moment right now kind of in a cloud, a hazy cloud. I don't know what a dark cloud, not like a super depressing cloud, but a little bit dark, very foggy, very hazy. Not because of the alcohol, but um, just experiencing life for the past few years in a bit of a haze and a cloud. Like everything just seems to be going by. Everything's just, just going by. And it has been for as long as I can remember. Since I was a kid, I'd think like this. And I really distracted myself for the last, I don't even know, 15, 20 years. But I used to think like this and focus in on small things and think about life. And I had some really deep thoughts when I was very young about outcomes and actions, and well, I don't know, a lot of stuff. And I just never knew if they were deep or not, or if I was weird or what. And I felt like I couldn't share them with people. Well, I wanted to, but I felt weird about it. And I kind of felt like I was trying to grow up so that I could share them and I could talk to people. And I was always searching for that I could talk to people so that I could, I don't even know, just talk to them about the things that I was thinking. I'm starting to cry a little bit, but yeah. Uh, uh, it's strange. It's like I've never had anyone to talk to. Just so lonely. 26 years of not really having anyone to talk to. It's a long time.